Hello there, real estate professional. I am so glad you came in to watch the video. And if you want to thrive in 2025, you are in the right place. And if you're serious, number one, and then number two, if you're qualified, you're going to want to join the Real Estate Resource Center private mastermind and success group. And also phone a mentor partner hotline, I should say hotline, lifeline. And all the things I'm going to show you here are going to be paid for you by my sponsors, by my partners in the business. All these things I'm going to show you is zero cost to you. Weekly real estate coaching. Once a week, we're going to have a Zoom call with experts. I'm going to drive most of it, and then I'm going to have guests in that are experts once a week. Number two is that you're going to get a system that you can get into the luxury market if you're not there already. And if you already are there somewhat, then we are going to, together, we are going to grow that business much larger than you currently have it. 6 months mindset mastery. And by the way, this is for everyone that qualifies with a very little qualification below. But if you're doing 300 deals a year, but you want to pivot or revamp your business and extend it more or extend your brokerage, whatever it is, this place is for you. You're going to see that. This here, a $9,500 value. This is Og Mandino's Habit Finder, of which I'm a certified coach. Now you could do this right now, free. You could go right to my website, defalco.com. Down at the very bottom, you will see a button. It says a brain x-ray, a mindset x-ray. What are your habits of thinking that are serving you? And which ones are sabotaging you? And free, you will get a 44-page results of all of your habits of thought and how they're either sabotaging you or serving you. Our habits of thought should be torpedoes, going right down and hitting the target. Now, a torpedo cannot be programmed perfectly. They program them to go just a little bit to the left, and then as soon as it hits that left, that programming is, I'm going to go back, and then it goes a little bit to the right, but it only goes so far right. And so it does this going through the water, and then eventually, boom, it hits the target. And that's what Habit Finder is all about, to turn you into a torpedo that hits every target that you desire to hit, but with a system of thought, system of habits, system of mindset. So go there now, defalco.com, download your free 44-page report. But in this group, we are going to be going through them and step by step and what you need to do to master them, because you're going to be shocked at your results. If I showed you my results, you'd say, wait a minute, you've been doing this 48 years, you've been in personal development for 48 years, and that's your results? There's no hope for me. But I take it 4 or 5 times. When I get stuck, when I feel like I am not as productive or as creative, I take it, and wow, I go, wait a minute, that's where it is. That's what's happening. So we're going to master this in the next 12 months. 12 months from when you join, we will go over this, and you will become a master in mindset and in your habits of thought. Next, earn 6-digit commission checks. That is not an impossibility. It's a probability if you really have the intention to do it. But most people in this business, they don't have the right mentor. They don't have the right coach. They don't have the right systems. They don't have a place to go. That's why I formed the Real Estate Resource Center, is because I wanted to take my 48 years of experience and give it back and give it away. And then also I do coaching and that type of thing. But this community is for my industry sponsors. They're paying me. They are the ones supporting this community. And you want to take advantage of this. And I will stake my life on it that you will earn at least one 6-digit check. You're not earning it because you're not thinking about it. If you're earning them, let's earn some more. Master your listing skills. List to last. If you want to last in this business, you need to list. Now, there are some exceptions. Over my 48 years, I've 5,000 careers I've influenced. I've managed thousands of agents at 48 years. Now, the listing leaders were the ones that usually stayed in the business and didn't quit, because it's, your chances of not succeeding after 5 years is very slim as a real estate professional, especially a real estate agent doing residential. That's the other thing, commercial. I should have put that on this list. I will show you how to do a commercial deal, and probably that's where one of your 6-digit checks might come from. So we got to master your listing skills. Unless you're an exception with the buyer's agent, then we'll talk about that. access to my strategies, my top tier broker strategies, 48 years. Let me tell you something about brokerages. You know what? I'm so over it that people, I see these masterminds on Facebook. I see these, oh, this brokerage app, or what brokerage should I go to? It doesn't matter what brokerage, it's a matter of what is your business plan. Brokerages are like Baskin Robbins. There's 31 flavors. I can't imagine anyone would eat an ice cream that's green and it has chocolate chips in it. How do you mix mint and chocolate? It just doesn't turn me on. But I know people that love mint chocolate chip ice cream. No, thank you. I'm not interested. But you give me some ice cream with some nuts in it, I'll eat the whole gallon. So that's the same way with brokerages. I have a team with eXp Realty, and eXp Realty fits maybe 5% of the people that will really help them build wealth. But for me, it fits me because at my certain point in my life, my career, and what I was doing locally, it fit. But that's not it. I'm more excited about people building brokerages, individuals. I think in your career, you should own your own brokerage at one point or another. Now, there's exceptions to that. Because if you brand right in the beginning, right? I can give you example after example. I have one coaching client that's outside of eXp Realty. I wouldn't dare let her even think about going to eXp Realty. She's doing 225 deals a year. She has a beautiful little team. Matter of fact, we're going to be licensing that name. And in this mastermind, you're going to see opportunities like that where you're saying, oh, well, made it. Because I want to take what she's done as a 30-year-old Hispanic woman that is absolute 8 years in the business, went out and did everything she was supposed to do, paid attention, showed up for trainings, and went out and started this brokerage, which is a beautiful little brokerage. There's no one size fits all. When are we ever going to get over that? But most people don't have the right mentor. They don't have the right manager, the right sales people helping them and influencing them in the right way. We're going to have a private WhatsApp group for instant answers and solutions. I'm going to teach you to master your time and priorities, and not time management. You can't manage the time. The clock goes around and around and around. I'm going to be 71 years old tomorrow, and that clock keeps going around and around and around. I don't have to manage time, but I manage my priorities. I love my calendar. I love the clock. You'll see if you look into some of the other things I do. When you go to defalco.com, you'll see Twisdomology, that time and wisdom working together. I love my calendar. I love time blocking because that's where I get so much out of life. So we're going to teach you that. Trademarked accelerated sales system. This is where another place you're going to be able to get a 6-digit check. To go to this system, I'm going to share it with you in a moment. I'm going to license this to anyone in the group. I'm not talking to anyone else in the rest of my career if they're not a part of this mastermind group, because I am finally, after 48 years, I'm finally tired of dealing with people who say, I'm going to do it because you got to commit. You got to commit. Your family's dependent upon you. You're dependent upon yourself. It affects your self-image. When you take the habits of thought, by the way, the assessment off of defalco.com on the homepage, when you take that, you're going to see what's been happening to you. And I don't care if you're doing $1 million a year in commissions. I have people that in my team that $1 million a year in commission. There's some other areas of their life that their thoughts are sabotaged. They're very successful. So there's this balance. So here's the requirements. You're super motivated to thrive in real estate. You engage weekly with a minimum of one accountability post. And I don't care if that's 30 seconds or if it's 3 minutes, but you're going to get on once a week and you are going to say, hey, this is what happened to me this week. And then you're going to report every single Friday morning, a 30-second video in your car. I don't care where it is. And you're going to say, hey, Jim Smith here. This is what my week looked like. And that's all 30 seconds. You have to be willing to do that, because what happens is everyone has all these great ideas and great plans and they never come to fruition because they're not accountable. They don't have any accountability partners. They don't have anyone to hold them accountable. So that's what I'm going to do. You're going to have to watch Thrive in 2025, which this is it. Thrive in 2025, because you're watching it now. And then be ready to answer the test questions from this video I'm giving you right now. And I'm going to give you some test questions. And you have to answer them when you go to join. So be ready to answer those test questions, right before you join. And the test questions are, what do you see every morning that you look in the mirror in regards to your real estate practice? What do you see every morning that you look yourself in the mirror in regards to your real estate practice? That's the trust question. Now, I said questions, so let me give you a second one. How are you feeling right now about your real estate career? Folks, real estate should make you a millionaire within minimum 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years. No more than 10 years. Oh my gosh. It's just such a industry of wealth. So now, what's required from you financially? What I'm going to be doing for you, the thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars you're going to make. I should price this thing as an entry fee, accountability, trust. Actually, it's no fee. I'm only going to take a deposit from you because I don't want anyone in here that's not going to do this. And the only requirement to get that accountability trust deposit back, listen to this, the only thing, you cannot miss 1 week of posting your minimum 30-second accountability post to the group. That's it. And as soon as you do that on the 12th month, I can't wait to text you back and say, hey, here's your deposit. Here's your deposit back because you did, because I know we're going to do deals together. I know I'm going to help you so much that, and there's going to be some kind of exchange there, or you may become a paid coaching client. And also I'm doing it for my partners that have entrusted me with this awesome trust to say, hey, I want to partner with you. Now, the accountability trust deposit should be $20,225, but it's not. And it's not $2,025. It's $225 accountability trust fee, because I am not going to talk to anyone else in the real estate business unless they're a part of this group, because enough is enough is enough. When are we going to be serious about our profession? Look, I want to show you something. This is a sad statistic. This is done by Zillow, not Fred DeFalco. More than a third of Americans cry while selling their homes. I had a call this week. Fred, my mom's estate has been on the market 4.5 months. Someone told me to reach out. Well, actually, it's a friend, a dear family friend, and I didn't take it intentionally because she had known this other person for 25 years, and she told me 22 years, but with my business and the type of business I run. But she called, she said, Fred, can you believe that? Because so when she listed it, I said, oh, that's really nice. And when I looked and I saw the disaster in the listing, I said, this is incredible. Who's training these people? And they're with one of the world's largest real estate concerns. They're on a team. What's the team leader doing? I cringed. If I took my MLS, especially high-end property, $1 million and above, and I showed you the expireds, I showed you the cancellations, you would be shocked. Folks, it's time we step up as an industry. You want to know why people are coming after us? Because we treat this business so optional. We expect people to run to us. When are we going to learn? It's not, a Zillow survey reveals, look it up online. 36% of all American sellers, look up Zillow, home sellers crying. You're going to see it. 36% of American home sellers have cried at some point selling their homes, a nerve-wracking experience that can rival a divorce or dramatic breakup in terms of stress. A whopping 20% of sellers who admitted to shedding tears did so 5 or more times in the agonizing process. The agonizing process? Are you kidding me? What is going on? It's the lack of mentorship. It's the lack of leadership. It's the lack of commitment. And it's a lack of accountability. It's not going to happen on my watch anymore. And if you're one of my team members and you listen to this, yes, I will not talk to you until your accountability every week in the group saying, hey, here's my 30 seconds. All my coaching clients, unless you're in there and you say, hey, here's my 30-second accountability, because you do not want to miss this next for 2025. If you want to thrive, I am committed to everybody that's in there to earn 1 6-digit check. And it may be one that I have to join you on that deal and help you in the first one so you can go to the second ones. I also want you to learn all the other things, accelerated sales. I want you to be able to learn accelerated sales, because there is so much money to be made in the auction industry. And the auctions today are a forest. They're so inundated with deception. I'm sorry. Now I'm not saying all auctioneers, I know some of the most wonderful ones of the year. I've been a licensed auctioneer since 1997, and I developed this system, public pricing, because it's just full of integrity. No one can cheat. And it's all about a buyer and seller collaboration system. So hopefully you'll join me, fill out the form here on this site that you're on, and tell me why you want to be a part of the group. Make sure you tell me this is qualified. Oh, I missed this one. I'm sorry. At least 1 year experience or 5 closed transactions or 5 years. And if you've been in the business for 2, 3, 4 years or 10 years and you haven't had 5 transactions in the past 12 months, then put in the form, because you're not ready for it. Okay. So I'm looking for those who are looking for me. That's the bottom line. And my wonderful sponsors, let me tell you something. What they do, how they do it, and they commit to anyone that's a part of the Real Estate Resource Center Success Group. They will commit and go way above and beyond, and they will support you too in the services that they deliver. So I'm glad you're here. I'm hoping I see a form from you. If not, if you don't do anything else for your family's sake, your relationship's sake, your money's sake, your business sake, go to defalco.com, go down to the bottom, take the free Habit Finder assessment and get that 44-page report and see why you're going so far off the left, why you're going so far off the right, and you're not blowing things up in a real positive way in your business. That is a wonderful, it's based on 6 quadrillion calculations, and it all determines your habits of thought. And I can't wait to share mine in the group to show you how horrible it is, the last one I took. and why my torpedo was not hitting. So hopefully I'll see you there. All right. I appreciate you. And if you listen to this up to this point, I definitely can't wait to meet you, because you're the one I'm looking for. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.